Our ability to customize Corecon's detail report templates allows us to use forms that we previously used before we integrated and implemented Corecon into our company. In our previous video, we described some of the features and settings as well as how to define fields that we need to use to create custom detail reports. In this video, we're going to show how to take an existing form you may have used before you started using Corecon, or that has been recently introduced by others within the company, so you can use it to create a template that you can reuse over and over. Let's assume for a moment that the attorney has given us a new set of lien waivers that we're supposed to send out with our prime contract invoices to our customers when we send them the invoice. There are 4 of these for a specific reason. If we go into a prime invoice, we could go directly to the log style reports, which we've discussed in previous videos. But we're looking at custom reports. So let's go in and look at a particular record, and we'll open this invoice that we've sent to our customer. If we come here to the bottom, we can see some of the details, and we can see that the current invoice and retainage net to $19,136.25. The Corecon template that we want to edit is found under Reports and under Prime Invoice Lien Waivers. As you'll notice, there are 4 types. There's conditional progress payment, conditional final payment, unconditional progress payment, and unconditional final payment. These match the 4 lien waivers that the attorney has sent us, but we want to use the form that the attorney sent us, and we need to customize a template. The one we're going to take a look at is the second one, conditional final payment. The Corecon template is very basic and lacks a lot of the legal verbiage we may want to include. So instead of reusing this and retyping all the verbiage, we can create a new one. The lien waiver template the attorney sent us looks more like this. But there's a few things that we're going to want to take a look at before we get started. First of all, let's go find out where the custom templates reside in Corecon. If we go to Global Settings and we come down to Templates and Reports and Detail Report Templates, we select the feature. By the way, these lien waivers that are 4 different types are not only under the prime invoice, but they're also similar ones in the subcontract invoices that we would send to subcontractors before we pay them for subcontract invoices. So let's go down for a moment to prime invoices, and we see the 4 types: the conditional lien waiver, conditional waiver progress, the unconditional waiver final, and the unconditional waiver progress. If we change the feature, for example, to subcontract invoices, we're going to see the same types of waivers here: conditional waiver final, conditional waiver progress, and so on. The first template that we want to work on is a conditional waiver and release on final payment. So we're looking at the prime invoice, conditional waiver final. We could open an existing lien waiver, whether it be the default or custom, and start by retyping or copying pasting the information directly into it. But there is another way we can do this. Let's go, for example, back to Microsoft Word, and let's create a new document. We'll go back to the one we received from the attorney, and we're going to copy and paste so that we can remove any of the existing formatting that might be hidden in this document. So we're just going to copy, go to the blank, and we're going to paste as text only. Next, we need to open the help article on this similar form. So we're going to go back to Corecon, go to Help, and then to Settings, Detail Report Templates. Now the lien waiver that we're looking for would be under the Contract Administration module because it relates to the prime invoice, and under Prime Contract Invoice Lien Waivers. Again, there's a description of why we have these 4 different types of lien waivers. There's a list of the available fields and tables that we can use to create a template. Back to our document. I'm going to save this in a Corecon folder so it's easier to find. Before I do, though, I'm going to change the Save As type from a DOC type to a DOT. So it's a Word 97 to 2003 template. Next, I'm going to start filling in fields. Notice that I removed the formatting when I copied and pasted, so we will have to go back and add some of this back in. That up just to make some room. I have already gone in to File, Options, Advanced. I scroll down to show document content, and I made sure that my show bookmarks option has been checked. Now I'm going to go into the help article and find the relevant fields. So the first one is the project. We're going to assume that is the project number, which I can take from right here. I'm going to copy. I'm going to replace this line with a placeholder which represents a bookmark. To do this, I go up to the Microsoft Word toolbar, I click Insert, I click on Bookmark, and I'm just going to paste in the field that I just referenced. That's the project number. I'm going to click Add. Notice now a place marker. For the project description, back to the article, it has all the fields. We want the project title. Going up to Bookmark, paste it in, click Add. Replace another one of these lines. We need the project address. Going back to the help article, project address 1. My cursor's already in the right spot. Click Insert, Bookmark, paste in another field. Now this one actually has several, so I'm going to go ahead and click a space and a comma and another space. I'm going to go back to my help article. Let's pick up the project city. Insert bookmark. Click Add. Another space, another comma, another space. Project state. Copy. Click Insert mark. Add. If I want to remember what that field was I just posted, I could go back with the cursor just to the right of the placeholder and click bookmark, and that field will be highlighted. And we'll pick up the project zip code. So it's comma, space, insert bookmark, paste, add. Now we need the project owner. We're just going to replace that line. If we scroll down, we want the from company. Notice that's in the from company contact owner bookmarks, not the contractor. So it's from company, insert bookmark. Since we already have the project number up here, we're just going to go ahead and delete the job number. Give us some more room. This is a check from. Now this is going to be the project owner again. That's the maker of the check. So we're going to go back to help. We're going to pick from company again. But notice here, from company bookmarks can be repeated up to 10 times. However, we have to add a little digit behind it so we can tell the template that this is a duplicated field. So we're just going to click from company again. When we go back to the Word document and we click Insert Bookmark, we see that's already in our list. So what we're going to do is just add a 2 behind it, click Add. Since this is integrated with some text that's already here, we're going to want to take out these extra spaces. And now let's add the sum payable, space, $sign. We actually do not need the $sign. Let's go back to help. Now we're going to go down to the financial information. We're going to the prime contract invoice totals, and we're looking for the dollar amount. It's a prime invoice current less retainage total. This is formatted as a dollar amount, so let's just go in and add this first of all. Make sure that we have a space before it, and a space after it. And the next field is payable to. That would be our company. We're going to scroll back up. In the previous video, we talked about how important it is to understand what these fields mean and what they're called, that sometimes the field is a little vague. So always rely on the table description. In this case, it's the to company contact contractor bookmark. So we want to put our company name in. I'm just going to copy this. It's payable to bookmark, paste that in. I want a space in front of it and a space behind it. Now the next field is referencing the property of. That would be the property of the owner. So we're going to go back, and that would be the from company. And we already have that field in here, so we're going to need to add a digit behind that. When we click bookmark, we see we already have from company in here twice. So let's paste it, and let's add a 3 behind it. Click add. I'm going to put a space in front of, space behind, take out the extras, and now we're looking at located at. That's the address of the project. This is the project location. I'm going to copy that. We're going to add a bookmark. This is actually the first time we've added this one. So no digits are required there. Click add. We are going to make sure there's a space in front of and a space after. Take out the extra spaces. And this is the job description. So that's the project description. We're going to click bookmark. This is actually the first time we're adding project description. We're going to click add. And again, we have a space before. Let's take out some of the spaces. We're going to put the owner's name again. Two companies are already there, so we're going to add it again, and we're going to add a digit. Click Add. Make sure there's a space before and a space after. Lien claimant again would be our company, and since it's already there, I could also do it this way. That would be the from company, and it looks like I already have it in here 3 times. So let's just copy this, and we'll put number 4 behind it. Click Add. The signature is just a signature line. The printed name we could put in as well, from first name. Click Add. A space. We're going to add another. This time we're just going to go ahead and edit here, which we can do. We're going to put the last name. Click Add, and let's go over and grab from title. And we'll make sure there's a space in between those two. Let's give it 2 spaces for good measure. And now we're just going to go down here and paste the title. And could go ahead and put in the date. We'll go ahead and pull out the prime invoice dates, and that will replace all of this. Bookmark. That'll just usually be filled in at the time it was signed, so we'll leave that. Let's make a little room. Looks like we have some trailing spaces. We're going to click Save. Let's close that. Into the detail templates. Remember, we were on the conditional final. So we're just going to go out here. We have the right feature selected. Conditional final waiver was the prime invoice. We're going to go out and click Upload. We're going to select the feature again. It was the prime invoice conditional final. I'm just going to call this custom. And we'll just duplicate that in the description field as well. Click Select Template. There's our custom template ending with DOT. Click Open. Click Upload. Now we see it's here already. Now let's go back out to prime invoice that we were working on. Let's go to Reports, Prime Invoice Lien Waiver. We were working on the conditional final. When we pull this down, now we have a new template. Let's take a look at it in Word. We could do a little bit more formatting here. You may want to create some of these fields in bold, but it looks like everything came through pretty good. The information we used in this video is found in Help under Settings, under Detail Report Templates. The information on how to add the different fields is here, and we also came into the Contract Admin module under Prime Contract Lien Waivers to find all the database tables and fields that we can use in that template.